What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of the Nightly Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with Dave and Chris. So, boys, it's been a while since we last talked.
When did we last talk?
Right before Thanksgiving. We had a Tuesday recording, and then it's been a hot minute.
It's been 8 days. Fair, we do talk every single day, throughout the majority of the day as well. But those are text messages. We're not getting the vibe. Yeah, we're not getting
Exactly. So, looks like, based on the Thanksgiving draft poll, looks like, Dave, you pulled a dub in the first poll results.
I did. Over 50% of the vote came my way.
Wow.
So the people liked my draft selections. I will say I was kind of surprised. I thought they would go for the well-rounded meal instead of a plate full of sides like I had, but I guess the people liked what I brought to the table.
I mean, to be fair, you gotta... Yeah, that could be it for sure. For sure.
Maybe. I don't know.
But to be fair, the draft was like, it wasn't like build your perfect Thanksgiving plate. It was just Thanksgiving foods draft. So you have to take really just 5 foods that you got to take it for what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I knew I wasn't winning. I thought Adam was going to win for sure. So I'm shocked. I do think there might have been a little bit of a sympathy vote. Or people just like Dave more than they like us. So it's one of those two. Yeah.
What am I getting sympathy for? You call me a caterpillar?
Yeah, still? Because just the hype that we've gotten on some of the other segments, you know.
Yeah, I am the butt of all the jokes. I will say this. I went to Thanksgiving with the family, cousins, aunt and uncles there, and the one thing that the people brought up about the podcast was the caterpillar episode.
Oh,
I had a cousin that was cracking up. She couldn't even tell me about it. She was like, the funniest thing I've seen so far was the TikTok when your friend Chris called you a caterpillar. Then she pulled up the TikTok and showed everybody in my family. Oh, yeah. Yep.
That just means she hasn't watched any of the rest of the content. She's just a TikTok follower.
I don't know.
She's just a looky-loo.
I was going to say, Ashley did the same thing. She was like, you guys really compared Dave to a caterpillar? It's like, we did.
Yeah, Chris, you really made your mark with that one. It's all right, though.
Caterpillars turn into beautiful butterflies, though.
Exactly. My self-esteem is as high as ever after that. No, I loved it. I love it. It's amazing. But then my cousin said, say it, and so then I had to say, I'm a beautiful butterfly. I'm a beautiful butterfly at the dinner table. So
for the whole fam?
For the whole fam. Everyone heard it.
What do Larry and Deb think about that? Do they get a good chuckle out of it?
Oh, yeah. They were laughing. My sister thinks it's the funniest thing. She says she showed some of her friends in college.
Oh, it's spreading.
Like, yeah, her boyfriend, Zach, he is a follower. He comments on YouTube and everything. He's a big fan.
Zach.
Shout out, Zach. He also loved that. So, yeah. And
there's another shout out that we have to give as well. You guys talk for a second while I look for it.
You don't even remember who we're shouting out?
No, I need to know exactly who it is and exactly what they said, though, because it's important.
Dave, did you eat all of the foods that you drafted this Thanksgiving?
No deviled eggs were had. I was really disappointed about that. But corn casserole, yes. Macaroni and cheese, yes. Now I'm trying to remember what else I drafted.
Them yams?
Yep. Had some yams.
And then your first pick.
Yeah, what was my first pick?
Come on, Dave. Stuffing.
Oh, my gosh. I loaded up. I had half a plate full of stuffing. That's like my favorite part.
So how many Thanksgivings did you guys each have? Did you just have one big one? Did you have to bounce around?
I was one guy.
It's one. Yep.
We had 2 in the same day and like the same exact foods both times. So it's really just doubling up. And you like can't be rude and not eat at one. You have to eat at both. It's just a lot of food, man.
Yeah. I did say I was going to give a review on Brussels sprouts. Chris, I think you took Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
One of my other cousins who did not know about the pod and said he was going to listen this week, he made the Brussels sprouts. They were fantastic. They were amazing. It was a great addition to the Thanksgiving Day plate.
Adds a little green. There's not too much green on the Thanksgiving plate.
Nah. And green bean casserole, the greenery and the healthiness of it's ruined by the cream
fried
of
onions.
Mushroom soup and
the crispy onions.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say ruined, but
I couldn't believe how tired I was after that turkey. Like I could have fallen asleep at the table and been rolled away, which is actually an idea I have for a restaurant chain where you just go eat a mass amount of food, but you're in like a remote controlled chair, so you just fall asleep and then they just zoom you into a little sleeping room. But that's for another time. I found the comment. Zach Platt.
That's Zach.
That's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Shout out Zach. He said, love the long pod. Can't believe mac and cheese didn't get drafted earlier. We need a report on those Brussels sprouts. We got that. He said, it's unfortunate that there's sponsors for this lovely pod, but I don't know how to access them. There was no link in the bio.
Yep.
So I responded, thank you for bringing this to our attention. Our developers are working hard to solve this in a timely manner. We apologize for any inconvenience that has caused you. And then I sent that from Nightly Nonsense IT support.
And is our IT support you?
Yeah,
that's you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I never have a problem finding the link in the bio, or is it not in the?
This was on YouTube.
Yeah, our YouTube bio. It's just in our Instagram bio. So
now it's been corrected.
It has been solved. That Good. IT ticket has been closed.
Perfect.
Bingo. Well, then click on the links in the bio of the YouTube to access all of our sponsors
for this lovely Christmas season.
Yeah,
exactly. Good stuff.
So we were talking about this a little bit before the pod, and I think it's been probably one of our more favorite things to look up so far as doing the research for the show notes. But this really came to my attention because I celebrated a birthday this week. And just remember. Oh, thank you. Just remembering that, like, in middle school and high school, how important it was that certain people wrote "Happy Birthday" on your Facebook wall. Mm-hmm. Like, do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was everything.
Like, I remember like staying up till midnight, so like to ensure that I was like the first person maybe on like the wall of like a girl I had a crush on. Like, she sees that I mean business. I was number one.
Oh yeah, no, it's huge. And then like specific people that would write "Happy Birthday" to you on your wall, and you were like, I really hope this person wishes me a happy birthday. Yep. And then they did. You were like, yes, goal achieved. Right. Yep, there.
My hard work paid off.
Yep, exactly. It was a huge deal. And like you said, like it was a big deal to make sure that I wrote on every person's wall whose birthday it was. Yep. Like, I have to tell them happy birthday. It was huge.
HBD. Half the time you don't even spell it. HBD.
Yeah, but no, it was funny.
Going through and looking at this, social media was a different beast back in the day. Just how people treated it. I was a big Facebook status guy. Facebook status. I needed to let the people know what I was doing. So like I pulled a couple of these.
It was the Wild West back then. There was just like, no rules. No one knew how to use it yet.
No likes, chaos. No likes, no comments, but I'm still firing off 4 statuses a day. We pulled a couple here, just right here. July 29th, 2011, bro night of the year. No likes, no comments.
I love that.
October 10th.
You were 16 at that point, too. Like, you were getting a little older.
Bro night of the year.
You love that.
October 10th, 2010. Homecoming was hella fun. Just wanted the people to know.
Nice. Yeah, it was. That was a good year.
I mean, that was a good homecoming. October 11th, 2009. Chilling at home. Maybe Chili's for dinner. I don't know yet. 0 likes, 0 comments.
That's incredible. Great. Oh man, Chili sponsor us. That's amazing. That's incredible.
But didn't stop me. Literally later that day, had a fun and funny weekend. No likes, no comments.
Fun and funny weekend. All right, I got some good ones for you. So I go all the way back to 2008. These are my first 3 posts ever. Number 1, Chris Jablonski is learning how to fly. The same day, Chris Jablonski, September 3rd, 2008, is loving life. 3rd post ever, and I love this. Chris Jablonski, September 14th, 2008, is Sunday football.
Some things never change. Oh, that's amazing. Well, so my Facebook, I had trouble with this because my original Facebook that I got like in the 7th grade or 8th grade got hacked by the Russians. So I can't see a lot of my posts, but I was able to see some of the public stuff on there. and like I'm on the wall having conversations on my like Facebook wall, having conversations with people.
Did people just not text back then?
I don't understand that at all. That's what I was confused about. Like, did it work differently back then? Like, you could just like, someone would be like, "Hey, when do you want me to bring your books over for school or something on my wall?" Is that just how that worked back then?
Well, and like
maybe that was the day of like before unlimited text messages, so we're just saving text, firing off Facebook
but there was no direct messaging in Facebook yet.
No,
probably.
Message was a new feature. No. You could only chat.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. I was gonna say, because I really did not enjoy this journey going back through these. Like it was like painful at points. And the other takeaway from it was like, I don't think this is all me. I really don't. I think maybe I stepped out of my body for a little while.
For a solid
here's some
4
other
years.
Good ones though. January 11th, 2011. Just switched to Sprint and got the HTC Evo.
Ooh,
sick phone. That's a sick flex, dude. I had a couple. Not trying to brag, but clearly trying to brag Facebook statuses. Like one of them was like last day of basketball tryouts. Practiced a little bit with JV today. That's all it said.
Yep. Or I had one in 2009 that I was inviting people to come to my rec league baseball game and then put probably pitching if you care about that.
Dude, another thing going through these, such a popular thing when you got your class schedule and just putting it on Facebook, and people would be like, what lunch? Dude, we got fifth period together. Just how excited people were that you had a class together. God, simpler times, man.
Man, it's crazy. I have a whole, see if you guys can see this. I have a whole album that's just me in a Kohl's suit, like maybe $110 full Kohl's
off
suit
the
with
rack,
gold.
Dude, wearing ya.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a chain with a pocket watch in my pocket right there. Do you see that?
I see that. Oh my
god! And the name of this album is just called "Suit?" ?
Oh wow!
Whoa!
What, dude? So on that same dude, thing,
that's incredible.
There's a picture of me wearing also a Cole suit, and I have a black top hat on with white gloves and aviators, and the caption is "Pimpin'."
Big pimpin'.
I'm gonna see if I can find it, but it is bad. And a whole album also of me photoshopping my face on the black and white photos. Like with a mullet and one of them, like it's just bananas.
Go ahead, Adam.
Can you imagine, like, I remember like end of high school, literally like 2 years later, like getting Instagram, and if my Instagram didn't get enough likes that it showed numbers and it was just names, like I'd delete it.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, but here I'm getting no likes, no comments, but still just firing them off.
Yeah,
no regard for
That's
human
how you
life.
Live life though.
Can you guys see this?
Oh yes, that's amazing.
Is that not an amazing photo?
Like, why did I think that this was worthy of putting on social media? There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza.
Whoa!
I wanted the people to know.
Also,
it was like a good minute of scrolling of just Fishville notifications.
Here's one of the photos that I photoshopped myself onto right here.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. That's incredible.
Sorry to the listeners out there, but these are great photos. This is why you got to watch. Also, I don't know. So, 2011, 2009.
Yeah, you're 14. 14, yeah.
Depending on what time of the year.
Does the average 14-year-old know how to spell things? Because I
hope
didn't.
so.
Well,
at all. Listen to some of these spellings, guys.
You also have some struggles with spellings to this day, but
yeah, I guess the only maybe
Dijon
I still
Sanders.
probably, but like guarantee GARENTE.
Oh,
that's
God.
tough.
That's bad.
Skeptical. SCEPTICAL. Septical.
what I'm
was I
hoping
doing?
what I'm hoping is about to happen is you'd be like, dude, did I know how to spell? And then you spell one of these, you think it's wrong, but it's actually the correct way to spell it.
I took a picture with the cutout of the most interesting man in the world from Dos Equis and put as the caption, "I'm the most interesting man in the world," on October the 29th of 2010.
That's incredible.
But it started to change for me a little bit over time, too. Like, when I was looking on my Twitter, and I just became a live tweeting sports games. So it's like, if you look at it now, it makes no sense.
Yep. A lot of just sports updates. I had a couple Facebook says that are just like music lyrics, some motivational quotes sprinkled in there.
Big on motivational quotes. Things turn out best for the people who make the best of the way things turn out. John Wooden. March the 5th, 2009. There.
That's beautiful.
I also hate that as you go back, like you guys know, I've always been like a phase guy. Like I go through phases like they're hotcakes. That's just how I've been my whole life. It's just, I don't know. I can't explain.
We're keeping you just reeled in on this phase of the podcast.
I've been seeing, you can clearly see the different phases. Like I had a very Christian phase with like a lot of religious posts and stuff like that. And then in 2009, I guess I had a golf phase. This is a lie. It says July 14th, 2009, 2 over today, golfing at Hawk Ridge. That's a lie. That did not happen.
There's no way.
Wanting this rain to stop. Otherwise, nice. Golf plans will be canceled for all of this week. And then I have another
rain's
one.
Canceling golf your whole week?
Oh. Yeah.
It's a hard rain.
Oh, man.
All right, and then I'm just going to give you my last and probably the best one I have. Let me find it.
It's growing. While you're looking.
So many. I have like a million pictures here.
While you're looking, June 18th of 2013 on Twitter, all I put is, Ray Allen. What does that mean?
That had to be the Game 6 of the NBA Conference Finals where Ray Allen hit the clutch 3 to send it to a Game 7, no?
It has to be. I mean, I barely even ever watched the NBA, but I was tuned in that night.
You watched that game?
I did.
Ray Allen. What year was that?
2013. So that was after we graduated from high school.
Yeah, so freshman year of high school, or end of high school going into freshman year of college.
Yeah.
It's also funny because, Chris, you mentioned it off pod before we started, but like how you even said it a little bit earlier, like how little of like that time period you remember. But there's also some of these posts that like it takes me right back to I know exactly the moment.
For sure.
So this one right here, like Chris, you will know, and anyone else that played freshman year basketball at Marquette, all it says, all caps, Brennan Bastine is a god.
Didn't he hit a buzzer beater?
Dude hit a buzzer beater, like banked it in like from half court, and then that week in film, Coach Schwain for just like 15 minutes kept replaying the clip, just going, Bastine says, "What's my name?" He says Bastine. And we just do it like over and over and over.
Reserved, like.
Yep. Shout out Brennan Bastine if you listen.
Shout out Brennan. I hope he's listening, man. That guy is my hero. I wonder what he's up to. All right, but here's my best post, probably of all time. 0 likes, 0 comments, February 26, 2009. Avenged Sevenfold is coming back. 3 exclamation marks.
Oh, yeah. It's coming back.
He was excited.
I was early.
My favorite is just on every single one of these, just 0 comments, 0 likes.
I also lost my phone and all my contacts more than what would be a reasonable amount, like more than 6 or 7 times.
Like I feel like SIM cards like weren't a thing then. So like every time you got a new phone, you couldn't transfer over contacts.
Dude,
I feel.
I was a big jump into the swimming pool with the phone in my pocket guy. That happened. I did that 3 times.
SIM cards aren't a thing now, really anymore, are they?
Now it's like a chip in there, like it's smarter. Yeah, we've just gotten smarter.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I mean, half of those are me probably just like lying, be like, "Oh, got a new phone. Text me your number. See if I could get any new ones."
Yeah,
yeah, just trolling.
Yeah, and then like a number I would never use, but like I have it. That's sick, right?
Yep, there you go.
Lost all my numbers. Hit me up. Cough, cough. The girl I like. Cough, cough.
At Kristen Deutsch, only girl I've ever liked.
There you go.
That's true, though. That's actually true.
That is true. I heard it. I'll back that up.
So I think to end it, I think it was a simpler time, and people need to go back to not caring about what other people think of them with what they put on social media. Unless you're putting on some bad stuff. We don't support that.
Yes.
But like if you're going to Chili's tonight for dinner, let the people know, you know?
Let them know.
That's just innocent content. It's just innocent content.
I think we've learned that through this podcast. It's like you can't be afraid of the content you're putting out there and, you know, what people are going to think when you do stuff. Otherwise, you'll never do anything. Wow, that's a pretty sad life.
That was deep. That was like my John Wooden quote in itself right there.
Except for yours was when you were like 13.
Yeah, it's true.
And we're going to go from that beautiful sentiment to Dave. Can you tell us about what's going on with Corey Perry and
speaking of girls you
Connor
like,
Bedard?
So I didn't know any of this. I had to like read about it. I don't know how I didn't even hear about it.
Dude, this has been all the news. And before I start in on it, the Blackhawks are denying that this is what's going on. There's a lot of mainstream media. The mainstream media saying it's not true. Apparently, there's some bad things that were going on that are unrelated to this. But the rumor around town started over the weekend that Corey Perry, so the Blackhawks signed this guy, Corey Perry, he's 38 years old, veteran of the NHL. They brought him in the offseason to be a mentor to Connor Bedard, who is 18 years old, stud, supposed to be the next like Connor McDavid in hockey. He's an amazing hockey player. They bring him in. Well, in hockey, most teams do like what's called a mom's road trip, where all the moms of the players go on a road trip with the team to opposing cities. Well, allegedly, the rumor is that Corey Perry, the mentor to Connor Bedard, allegedly, sleeps with Connor Bedard's mom on the mom's trip.
No.
Which is how is he going to mentor him if he's not really getting, in there, getting his hands dirty, understanding the family dynamics?
It's unbelievable. And so all these rumors are circulating. People are denying it. Some people are like, it's true, whatever. He goes on a leave of absence from the team. And then 2 days later, the Blackhawks release a statement that says, after an internal investigation, Corey Perry was found to have partaken in unprofessional conduct and has been cut from the team out of left field. So I think in itself that confirms exactly what everyone's saying. I mean, that's me jumping to conclusions, but I think it's an unreal story. It's an unbelievable story.
To be fair, they're both two consenting adults.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong necessarily with it other than the fact that they're both married.
I guess, that's an issue in itself.
And apparently, from a sports perspective alone, even if it's not true, apparently Connor Bedard now is not happy with the handling of the situation because the Blackhawks, until yesterday, did not deny that the rumors were true, but instead fed the rumors by cutting him from the team.
She's not even that hot.
I mean,
I don't think so, guys. He's an NHL player. What, like, he can't be.
What do you mean?
I just don't think.
He's saying that he thinks. No, he's saying that he thinks a professional athlete could
5 seconds just going out to a bar.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but why no comment from him denying the rumor?
She looks like Sid from Ice Age in this picture that I'm looking at right now. It's not a good picture of her.
Taking shots at Miss Bedard?
I mean,
I'm sorry,
I don't think
her name's Melanie.
I don't think it happened because things have come out and it appears that he did some very bad things, which obviously we do not condone on the Nightly Nonsense podcast.
Of course not. No.
What are they?
But just
nobody knows because no one will say.
Then how do we know we don't condone them?
Because it sounds like it was like sexual misconduct with like an employee of the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
I don't condone that. But if he got let go because he was getting hammered at some, function with sponsors and the team there, that I condone that.
It's just
sick.
When you say getting hammered, do you mean getting intoxicated or hammering somebody?
getting intoxicated, not hammering someone with a hammer. What?
It sounds like, dude, I don't know. The GM looked like he was like upset, like talking about it.
Yeah, I don't think, which is another reason why
Does the GM
I think
have a
that
wife?
it was like bigger than him sleeping with Bedard's mom.
Start the rumor. Corey Perry actually was sleeping with the GM's wife.
That would make sense.
It's just back to social media though. Just blows my mind that when like one rumor like this happens, it is so quickly to escalate on social media.
Oh, it is.
They
and
just
it, like,
run with it,
viral.
and the meme content is incredible.
Dude,
the story's incredible.
What do we think? Do we think this Melanie, the mom, do you think she's loving this or do you think she's hating it? Do you think she's loving it? Because it could go either way. She could be crying, distraught, like
I think she probably hates
it, or she's loving all this attention.
If she's married with a family, then it could be detrimental.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She's got a daughter and a son.
Well, hey, you should check out Corey Perry's wife on Google. Look her up.
Can we confirm is Mr. Bedard in the picture?
Yeah,
looks like it. He's
confirmed
in a lot
married.
of these pictures. He's in a lot of these pictures.
Yeah, and Corey Perry's married, and his wife is a certified smoke show. With all due respect, I'm sure she has a good personality, also. But
that's important.
But yeah, going back to what you were saying on the social media front, hockey Twitter was unmatched. I mean, I saw a tweet that was like, it pretty much said when the Blackhawks told Corey Perry he needed to be a fatherly figure, they should have been more specific.
Dude, one of my favorites I've seen is everyone up in arms about Corey Perry, but nobody seems to talk about the fact that Deion Sanders is sleeping with his star quarterback's mom.
Yeah.
No one's talking about it.
Valid point.
No
He's
one's talking
slept with
about
the mom of multiple people on the team, right?
Yeah, two.
Yep.
Star corner also. Yeah, everywhere.
And no one's talking about it. How is this flying under the radar?
We're talking about it right now.
Exactly. And this brings me back to Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's got that dog in him. But he was sleeping with his mom's friends.
I think Miss Bedard's about to get hit up by Zach Wilson, I think. Knowing that that's the water she's swimming in.
Exactly.
Should be worse.
Zach Wilson?
Padding the stats later in life.
Dude.
Pad the stats. Zach Wilson needs to pad some stats, and it doesn't have anything to do with that.
He's bad, dude.
He's trash. But anyway, I when I saw this story about Corey Perry and Connor Bedard, I put it in our little note thing because I was like, we got to talk about it. But it's kind of calmed down today compared to what it was like over the weekend. But it was hot news.
Like you said, because it was like kind of like it was funny there for a little bit, like it was a good little joke, and now it just seems like he did something like super bad. So now people are like, okay, we kind of can't really make fun of it anymore.
Yep, exactly.
Had to go and ruin our fun.
Ooh.
I know. Ruined this entire segment of the podcast. Gosh, I try to make a topic and this happens.
No, it was good.
Be better, Corey.
For nightly nonsense. So, anyway.
All right, we're gonna roll that perfectly into Let's Learn Sports, brought to you by Fanatics.
Let's learn sports.
Let's learn sports. Let's learn sports. So we're gonna learn about players that have had affairs with other players' moms. No. As we're rolling into the college football playoff season, so we're gonna learn just a little bit about the college football playoff. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I think I'm really going to dive into just the trivia for the people. We're going to learn sports through trivia, which is just fun for everyone. Yeah, everyone loves tests, homework tests, all the good stuff.
This might be a hot take, but I actually did really enjoy tests growing up because I was like, all right, finally I get to exercise this knowledge that I would. Anyway, continue.
I love that.
Not spelling tests. You didn't like spelling tests.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the college football playoffs inaugural year was 2015. So before that, it was just a bunch of polls, coaches that voted on who they thought were the best players, obviously, or best teams. There were better bowls. There were worse bowls. But you could have 5 undefeated teams, 3 of them win their bowl game, and then they're just like, all right, these 2 teams are the national champions. So it's just like kind of up to polls. Like one poll could vote one team, one poll could vote a different team. So this is just obviously a much better system, clearly defined who the winner is. They're expanding it to 12 teams next year, so that'll be even cooler. It'd be some serious madness.
Tigers would have slipped in this year if it was 12 this year.
Yep. Just got to run it back next year.
Yep. They will.
So we're going to start off with what school. We'll go. Can you give me the top 5? We'll do 5, which will actually be 6 because the 5th place team, they are tied.
Okay.
So this is counting before the college football playoff and now with the college football playoff. What schools have the most national championships?
So before and including the playoff?
Yes.
So this is the most championships all time?
All time. And I will give you guys the little hint that the team with the most, their first championship came in 1874.
Love that.
So we're going way back. We're going way back.
1874 was prime college football era.
Yep. Some called it the peak of college football.
All right. Well,
so Chris, you want Alabama in your top 6, top 5?
Yes, please.
Yes.
They're in second place with 16.
Okay.
Bear Bryant, Nick Saban, you knew they had to. Okay, so they're in there. I'm thinking Oklahoma's going to be in there. Didn't we talk? A couple of weeks ago we were talking about
drafted.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
No, it's probably lower.
And remember, you get 3 strikes.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it.
what do you think?
Is it going to be like ones that we don't know?
So 2 of them, I would be shocked if you guessed.
Okay.
The other 2, you should know.
It's going to be like.
What were
Army
some of the
or
other names that we gave for the last one?
Oh, okay.
The others,
Notre Dame.
So there's, yep.
Notre Dame
So
will be on there.
They are 4th with 13. So you should know 2 more, and then I'd be shocked if you get the other 2.
All right, so we got Alabama, we got Notre Dame. We have 4 remaining.
You have the
Chris.
2 spot and the 4 spot.
I think we gotta go Oklahoma.
Okay, I think it's an X.
You don't want to do it?
No, I think we should go for it because I believe in you, but I think it's an X.
All right. I'll take the X if it's the X. Go ahead. Dang it.
X number 1.
Okay. Chris, name somebody. Who you thinking?
I'd go Michigan or Ohio State next.
I was thinking Michigan. I feel good about Michigan.
Michigan is tied for 5th / tied for 6th with 9.
Okay.
Can you tell us who they're tied for 5th with?
No, that's
no,
one of
because
them.
you haven't guessed them.
Oh, we have to get that other one too?
Yeah. So really we have to get. Yeah. So.
Ohio State.
I don't know how I feel about Ohio State, but
we're looking for 1, 2,
3. Alabama's 2. So you're looking 1, 3, and tied for 5th.
Okay.
All right, we go Ohio State. You want to go Ohio State?
Yeah.
All right, hit it.
Damn. They are just outside of the top 5 with 8 victories, and the teams tied for 5th have 9.
Okay. Interesting.
We only have 1 X left. One of the, I feel like the one that we would never get is going to be like West Point or something.
Were you trying to get a little reaction there and see what happened when you said that?
I did. I did try to get a little reaction.
I like where you're thinking, but like
to save you an X, it's not West Point.
No, but I like where you're thinking, where it's like it's not going to be like an SEC team. It's going to
like
be
I said, their first win was 1874. So you got to throw it.
So it's one
back.
of the oldest universities, probably. So we're thinking like
ever invented.
Some of the
I don't know. So let's think about that 6th spot though, real quick, because I feel like that could be one that we could get.
Yep.
I'm thinking like USC maybe or UCLA. One of those. USC's better than UCLA in football. If it's basketball, UCLA.
I don't know.
You want it?
I kind of. Ooh, he's
We
asking
got
if
one
we
right
want
now.
What?
We got one.
What do you
what?
mean one? One what?
Like we got one X right now.
You have
No, we
two
have
X's.
2 X's. We only have one guess left.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So that 5th place spot, I'm kind of feeling. Okay, so like USC, Texas.
Wait, we still need one?
We need
still-
the one.
Oh, I
One
know
and
what
one?
one is.
You need 1, 3, and then tied for 5th.
Oh,
And
wait.
one is the one that he would be surprised if we get, but I'm thinking Ivy League on that or Army.
Oh,
But it could be like Harvard or Yale.
Georgia's got to be up there, right?
No, Georgia
No?
was trash for a while.
Yeah, it's throwing me off because we're not doing.
Just
Okay.
this era of playoffs.
Yeah. So like Georgia wasn't good for a long time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. I'm confident in USC for the 5th spot.
Go for it.
That is correct.
Oh, let's go. All right.
Yep.
So we need 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
And you said these are hard ones.
They're
okay,
I mean, they're not who you expect as football powerhouses.
right? Because they're
But they
old.
They
1874.
They dominated from the 1870s to the 1930s. Just dominated. That's where all their championships were.
Ivy League. I love that,
Ivy
Dave.
League.
So
Yep.
give me some Ivy League names. We
Well, I'll
got
give you all the Ivy League names. We got Harvard, Yale, Princeton,
Yale.
Brown, Cornell, Dartmouth, Columbia. It's not going to be
not
Columbia.
Harvard, not Dartmouth, not Columbia, not Brown.
I love the confidence out of you.
Yeah.
Not right.
It's
I
just
don't think
simply
it would
not.
be.
Yeah, it can't be, right?
It's
Let's
either.
go. Let's go Yale. I feel good about Yale.
I was gonna say that, and then my next guess would be Princeton. Yeah.
Yale in the 1 and Princeton in the 3.
Yes.
They've done it.
Wow.
That's a 3-week streak right
Yeah.
there, boys. Wow.
Yale with 18 and Princeton with 15.
I wouldn't have guessed Princeton. I would have guessed
Yeah,
Harvard.
you guided us to that answer. You would have guessed Harvard? Really?
I would have guessed Harvard. But Yale, I mean, you went for Princeton. I was confident in Yale because I feel like
Harvard
I knew
is tied for 8th with Ohio State at 8 championships. So they were right outside.
Interesting.
Wow.
And then for a little more recent trivia for you guys, who won the first college football playoff national championship?
What year was it?
That'd be 2015.
Was it Florida State and famous Jameis? That's my guess. And Chris, you can make a guess too if you want. I'll just shoot from the hip and go Florida State.
So this would be 2015. When would this be? 2015?
Yep.
What'd you guess?
Florida State.
2015. What was I doing in 2015 besides making crazy Facebook posts? I'll go Michigan.
No, it's not. It's not
Ohio
Michigan.
State. Ohio State.
Ohio State is correct.
He gave me a
Oh,
little
there you
side
go.
eye on that one.
I was like,
He was really playing the reaction game there.
Ohio
Oh.
State defeated Oregon 42-20. That was Cardero Jones.
Yep.
Was it a good game?
42-20, so kind of a salad tossing.
Yeah. Yeah. Not close. Well, there you go. Dude, I love a little college football history right there.
Last one.
Oh, another one. Okay.
Oh, love it. All right.
This is the
Bonus round.
last one.
All right.
What seed has the highest winning percentage when they make it to the championship game?
My seed.
Well, Well, it's
I like
not
that.
4, because 4 usually, like TCU is a 4. They got just absolutely mollywopped. It's the winner of the 2-3 game, I bet. So I'm going to go with 2.
I'll go with 3.
The 4 seed is 2-0 when making it to the championship game.
I guess if they make it to the championship game, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So they're 2-7 overall. So, but 2-0 when they make it. So the 1 seed's 3-4, the 2 seed's 3-1, the 3 seed's 1-4, and the 4 seed's 2-0.
Do you have data on who the 2 were? The 4 seeds?
So that would be in its first year, Ohio State.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Alabama over Georgia in 2018.
Roll Tide.
Damn, do you think the first year they did it and the 4 seed won, they were like, we cracked the code, guys. This is electric content.
Yep.
This is it. It's staying like this forever.
Just wait until a 12 seed knocks off a 3 next year in the because they're going to do 1-2 will get bye weeks next year.
With the exception of a couple of these ugly scores in these games.
Yeah, they're not close.
So in 2016, 45-40. So Alabama beat Clemson by 5. Great game.
Yep.
The following year, 35-31. Clemson beat Alabama.
That is close.
And then 2018, overtime, Alabama 26-23 over Georgia. But then we have 44-16, 42-25, 52-24, 33-18, and last year 65-7.
65-7.
Georgia over TCU, 65-7. Just crazy.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't there a year? It was probably before the playoff, or it may have been the first round game. But Alabama and LSU wasn't it like 9-6 or something?
That might have been pre-playoff or one of the games leading up to the playoff.
Absolute barn
What was
burner.
the game this weekend? Was it Iowa, Nebraska? The lowest over total ever at 22 points or something like that.
Yep.
The under still cashed hard.
Yep.
That was the most boring game there's ever been played.
Dude, Iowa, and we'll talk about this like on the other pod, but Iowa plays low-scoring games, just flat out.
That's just what they do. They're just
That's
defense.
their brand.
Exactly.
That's their brand.
In sneak preview, they're getting ready to do that to Michigan this weekend.
Yep.
It's going to be ugly, folks.
It's going to be ugly. All right.
And as always, we're going to ride straight from Let's Learn Sports right into Chris's Animal Fact of the Week.
This is one of my favorite segments. I'm ready for it.
I'm going to start you guys off with some trivia as well.
Oh.
Out of all the species on Earth, so anything that's living is a species, right? Anything that's living, not just animals, anything that is living.
Right.
What would you say is the percentage that we have identified, named, and like described?
I know it's going to just be like horrifyingly low.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
hit us.
4.03%.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 2.15%.
Okay. You guys are a little low, but I appreciate your thinking. It's 10% of all species on Earth that we've identified, which is still kind of crazy.
90% of those creepy bastards are in the ocean.
Yep.
Well, and you have to think about plants and things like that. There's a lot of stuff out there.
We still haven't found Bigfoot yet.
But I just saw a video of Bigfoot that is the most convincing Bigfoot video I've ever seen. I'll send it to you guys. He picks up a tree, legitimately picks up a tree, and he's like smashing it. Anyway.
I may need to share that on the socials.
Let's think about just mammals now. We should have a pretty good grasp on our mammals by now, don't you think?
Yeah,
what would you say our mammal identification percentage is at?
26.
I'm going to go with 37%.
We're at 80% of all mammal species.
So
tricked us. There was a setup.
My question with that, though, is like, where are they getting these numbers? Like, how do they know that there's still 20% unidentified?
Exactly, because they're unidentified.
I think they take like the number of discoveries each year and run that through some quantum computer mathematics and it spits out.
Right.
It goes ding, and a little ticket pops out, and it says 80% has been identified.
I forgot about the quantum mathematics. That's on me. That's on me.
That's all you had to say.
So there's been a couple interesting discoveries this year alone.
Ooh.
And so this week's animal is the chocolate frog, the newly discovered chocolate frog in the Amazon.
Straight out of Hogwarts.
I was going to say
It's not called the chocolate frog, but this thing looks exactly like a chocolate frog.
Wait, it's not even called a chocolate frog?
No, that's not the name for it, but it's a nickname for it that they've come up with.
Yeah.
The actual name is the good part here, and I'm going to spell it out for you guys, and I want you to tell me how you would pronounce it. Okay. And then I want you to tell me what you think the thinking was when it was named this.
This is
not scientific thinking. So
this is going to be bad.
Give me a humorous take on why it was named this.
Okay.
SYNAPTURANUS. And then the second word is DANTA.
DENTA.
That
you gotta write it down, Dave.
I did.
I'm doing it in my head.
That is
Dunta.
That is the Synaptoranus denta.
It's Snapturanus danta.
Snapturanus?
Snapturanus dentia.
It's literally it's Snapturanus.
Dentia.
Dentia.
Like Dintia, but dentia.
It was some British guy.
Uranus. Yep.
Some British guy was like, "Oh, snapped Uranus, didn't ya?"
That's the It's Synaptoranus for sure.
Synaptoranus. They're also calling it the tapir frog, but it's a burrowing frog.
I like chocolate frog more.
And it has like a snout. It doesn't even have a mouth, so it's really weird. You guys have to look up a picture of it. But this led me down a whole rabbit hole of frogs. Called frog hole. So then I had to learn some things about frogs, right?
Yep.
So frogs are estimated to be around 200 million years old, or as long as the dinosaurs, which is crazy to think that an asteroid hit the Earth and everything almost died, but somehow the frogs were like, ribbit. Like, we're good.
This one snapped out of something's anus.
When a frog swallows...
They're from the dinosaur anus.
When a frog swallows, it pulls its eyes down out of its eye sockets and into its mouth to help it swallow food.
Wow.
What do the eyes... How does it help?
I don't know. I just kind of imagined it like that. I don't know. I guess it like the eyes like push it down, because I don't think they have like throat muscle, because their mouth is all their tongue muscle for shooting their tongue out. This is probably honestly, so this led me into another rabbit hole of cold-blooded animals, because like how exactly does that work? I don't really understand that. So these frogs hibernate throughout the winter. Now, when a bear hibernates, they're not necessarily sleeping. They're just in their den all winter. So they can be awake, they can be breastfeeding, or they can be feeding their cubs. I don't know if it's breastfeeding or what you would call it, just feeding their cubs.
I'm glad that you immediately went to that.
I don't. Yeah,
they could be though. They could.
I mean, I just don't know what it's classified as. It could be breastfeeding, but they're awake, right? They don't like just sleep the whole time. These frogs, when it gets cold out, they literally burrow down into the mud and don't move at all. And sometimes up to 65% of their body can freeze solid. And somehow they stay alive. And they like don't breathe either. What's going on there? What?
That'd be sick.
I don't believe it.
I could probably hold my breath for all like a minute, maybe.
I mean, to me, it seems like we need to be investing a lot more money into frog research, because that could be the solution to like the cryo sleep that we're going to need for space travel in the coming years.
Yeah, tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
Beautiful.
Great. Anyway,
but Big Frog needs to get off their butt and start doing some research for sure.
Big Frog. Maybe we're Big Frog now. I don't know.
I'm gonna start doing
research. Yeah, I got to look into the cold-blooded animal thing and how that really works, because that's just crazy.
Wait, you don't know how cold-blooded animals work?
No, do you?
Yeah, that's like where their temperature changes with their surroundings.
I know,
like
but why? How? Why? Who? Why?
What?
This says that frogs produce two compounds called urea and glycogen, which are a type of antifreeze that protects their vital organs but allows the rest of their body to freeze. You understand that?
No, I don't
Simple. It's
understand
simple
that.
science.
I don't understand that part. I put antifreeze in my car.
So
And
like
frogs
that,
just make it.
The frogs have hearts, first of all, right?
Yeah.
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 And so that
for
heart
sure.
has to still beat sometime.
I don't
But
know,
so
man.
we're saying that
you're the animal expert here.
Yeah, I wasn't well prepared. It was a long day at work today, but I'll have more frog information later on.
We'll circle back to it.
Yeah, they're interesting. I'll write up a little report or something like that and send it out for everyone to look over. Maybe we'll send it to Big Frog. Frogs and their potential to help us discover cryosleep. Anyway, that is Animal Facts, Chris's Animal Fact of the Week, supported by the WWF, the World Wildlife Foundation. We do have some endangered species that are beautiful, magnificent creatures and are vital to the ecosystems that they live in. So please go out, do your part, support our animals, support our planet in any way you can. I love it here. And the next probably coolest planet to live on is a long, long way away. So keep that in mind when you throw your trash on the ground.
You definitely prepared that part, though. That was
I
very
didn't.
well
No, that
said.
was off the riff. You guys know I'm the trash man, though. Anytime I see trash on a golf course, I'm skirting that golf cart to a dead stop and sprinting to go pick up that trash.
I've been there with you.
I feel like that's more because you want the good karma,
No.
so you can that putt.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
it
not.
is.
What it's really about is
I
I
think
do not want to can that putt, though.
I never can the putt, so I know that the karma is not real. So But what I do think is important of it is like the golf courses are so beautiful that one piece of trash can ruin the whole view. You hate to see that.
Yeah, you do. But really, you're doing it for the turtles.
Yeah, I love turtles. They're awesome. Maybe next
like
week will be
turtles.
turtles. Turtles next week. I like that.
Write that down.
Yep.
All right. Love that. Good job, Chris.
Next.
Beautiful, Chris. Thank you, Chris. So we're going to introduce a new game this week. As always, our games are brought to you by SeatGeek. If you want to go to a sporting event, you want to go to a comedy show, those movie tickets might be on there. Don't know yet, but check out SeatGeek. Link in both bios.
All the bios.
So,
What
boys,
are
we're
some
going
of the sports that are on there? Do they have basketball?
Yeah.
They got basketball.
Do they have baseball?
They got
Yeah.
baseball.
Do they have hockey?
Probably.
Oh, you bet you they do.
Do they have like some, I don't know, something
They
crazy
have-
like soccer, some MLS?
Yeah, they do.
They got it.
Oh.
Official sponsor of the MLS
They
resale.
freaking
Wow.
got it.
Yep. And
So
and-
what you're trying
and
to
with
say
this,
is if
Go
you want
ahead.
it, they got it.
If you want it, they got it.
and
You
to
see
go
it,
well
you
with
like
this
it, you
segment-
want it, they got it.
And to go with this segment, they sell concert tickets as well.
Oh.
Write that down.
Write that down. Concert tickets.
Concert tickets.
All right, boys.
SeatGeek.
So this week we're going to do a little lyric game. So how this is going to work is I will be the person giving the lyrics this week, and it'll be Chris versus Dave,
Yep.
and it's going to be 3 rounds and not best of 3. So someone can get a clean sweep or it can be 2-1 because points are going to be important. So we're going to figure out right now we need as a group to decide what is the point threshold that when someone hits it, they're the winner. So like really how many weeks do we want to play this game, I guess is what it boils down to.
I think 15 points is a safe
Because
bet.
that would be 5 clean sweeps, which probably could happen, probably isn't going to happen.
So
But-
we're locking so we're potentially locking this in for like the next 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Potentially. I know.
Whoa.
I
Maybe
feel like
12.
this is-
Maybe 12. I like 12. 12's a good number.
Okay.
Okay. 12
We'll
it
do
is.
12. We'll do 12.
12.
And how it's going to work is whoever wins it goes on to the next day. So Dave, if you beat Chris
King's
today,
Court.
then it's me versus you, but then if I
Yep.
beat you, then it's me versus Chris. So yeah, King's Court.
Yep.
Love it.
Love that.
So how the game is going to work is I'm going to give you 1 lyric at a time. So we also, I don't know if anyone has a coin. We can't do it with 2 people, the weird little game that we've been playing. But so like the first round, I'll just say 1 word and Dave will go first. The second round, I'll say 1 word and Chris will go first. And then it alternates. So then Dave gets 2 words, Chris gets 3 words until someone gets it correct. And then we just need to figure out who gets the bonus first guess in the third round.
Chris, you can go first. I don't care. I'll
Wow.
give him.
Oh.
I'm confident in this game.
You don't know what music I picked, though.
I don't, but I'm
I think there might have been some strategy in you giving me that first pick right there, and I don't think it was
is.
out of the kindness of your heart, but I'll take it because I'm not a coward.
Oh, yeah. Bingo.
All right.
You read me like a book.
All right, so Like I said, Chris, you'll get 1 word. Dave will get 2 words. Then you'll get 3 words until someone gets it right.
All right. Love it. No cheating.
All right. Song 1. If.
If you like pina coladas.
That is
And
not
getting
correct,
lost
but I
in
do,
the rain.
I
love
do
pina
like that
coladas.
song.
I love pina coladas. All right.
Okay, Dave. If I.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. Go,
Okay.
Chris.
Okay. Chris,
If
if
I
I
was-
if
oh,
I
sorry.
go, if I go,
If I go down to the levee this week, I'm probably gonna have myself a few drinks.
Ooh, I like that. Record
no,
it.
but that's beautiful. Dave, if I go crazy,
If I go crazy. If I don't know.
no
Next.
guesses.
No. I'm not trying to give away anything.
Chris, if I go crazy, then
Will you still call me Superman?
if I'm alive, then well, will you be there? Holding
holding my hand?
Yep. So that is 1 point to Chris
I'll
for
keep you
Kryptonite
by my
by
side.
3 Doors
My
Down.
Dang it, and I like Three Doors Down too. Dang it!
Tonight.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
That is
all right.
1 point to Mr. Jablonski.
All right, I'll go. All right,
I love this game already.
Yep. So you get
I
the
do
first.
too.
You get the first word here, Dave.
Okay.
I.
Up the tiger.
No. Chris, I can.
I can see you standing there, touching your long blonde hair.
No, but I love the creativity that you're continuing. You're at least making something up here. I love it. Dave, I can feel.
I can feel it coming in
Yep,
the
yep.
air tonight.
Tonight.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Yep. All right.
Oh, Lord.
So we got 1-1
Oh,
going
yeah.
into the last round here
Here we go.
to see who will come back next week for King's Court victory. Chris, we.
We were only 17, and there was no in between.
No.
Oh,
Dave,
thought of a good one.
we can.
We can. We can. We can make it if we try.
It's a good guess, but no.
Okay.
Chris,
okay.
we can
Chris,
go.
Chris is cheating. Chris is cheating.
no,
Stop.
I was just about to guess we can be heroes. We can go. We can go all night if you want to, because I got the stamina of a 17-year-old high school boy.
Good song. But no,
Wow.
we can go to.
We can go to the Pilates, girl. I can take you there.
Is that
it?
it?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take you there, Sean Kingston, to bring it home. We can go to the tropics, sip pina
Sip
coladas.
pina coladas.
Shorty, I could
I
take
can
you
take
there.
you there.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And that is the final song because, I mean, basically a week from today, we'll be sipping pina coladas,
Oh,
And we're gonna take you there.
and I'm gonna take you there, Chris.
dang. I really thought I was going to get that first one on the first guess. If you like pina coladas.
That was a good guess.
That was a
a
good
really
guess.
good guess. Oh man.
Dang.
Oh, I don't even really know. I mean,
So we
I don't
got
know how I got that last one.
The first pick paid off. I would have gotten it if you didn't there.
Yeah. Yep.
we got Dave 2 points, Chris 1 point, and I am at 0 points.
Yeah, you're at a disadvantage, kind of, but that's okay. I feel like
We
it's all gonna
can
even
be
out.
heroes.
That was awesome. I like this game.
We'll do it again next week.
It's Dave approved.
Dave approved. Podcast approved. As always, folks, thanks for listening. That's Nightly Nonsense.
Yep.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Avita San.
See ya.